I'm making this video because from all the other videos that I made with my blood pressure, my health issues, etc., this video should help those people and veterans understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. And hopefully this video will help veterans who need some help. Let me go back. You search VA disability calculator. You go to this one, it's the actual VA, the government's calculator. But if you go to this one, it's a lawyer's calculator. And I'm going to go to this one because it will explain it a little simpler. So step one, you put in all the things that you're disabled for. Okay, and if it's your leg, you click whatever. If it's your arm, you click left arm. I'm going to show you I'm going to do it a little bit different than what it should be, but this will help explain to you. I got 30% carpal tunnel in my right arm, right hand. So I'm going to click right, I'm going to click 30. And immediately it shows you how much you would get paid, and it also shows you 30% right arm. So now I'm 20% in my left hand. So now we're at 20%. It never did put the left hand for some reason, I don't know why. And it shows your combined disability rating, and it shows you how much money you'll get. I have left shoulder 20%. And again, it brings it up here, shows your rating, and it shows how much money you're going to get. I have 20% in my spine. Again, immediately it shows your rating, and it shows you how much money you're going to get. And all that stuff is right here. And you can get rid of it if you want. I have 10% in my elbow. My right elbow. It's so again, it doesn't increase. You will notice it's not increasing my disability rating, and it's not increasing my pay. I have 10% for tinnitus in my ears. Now I have in my leg, my left leg, I have 20%, and this just happened this year. Now I'm at 80%, and increased it to 80% for my knees. And I'm at 20% for my right knee. And I think I did something wrong here. I want to delete all this stuff, and I'm going to start from scratch. It's hard for me to talk and chew gum at the same time. So stand by and let me add all that stuff back up. So here I am. I'm at 90% with all those issues. And watch what happens when I add more things. 30% didn't do nothing. 40%. I would have to have something that was 40% disabled, or, if let's say I keep on adding 10%, I would have to have 1, 2, 3, 40%. I would have to have an additional 70% in disabilities to reach that 100% goal. Currently, if you add all of my disabilities up, it's 150. But it only gives me a disability rating of 90%. And again, 70% will get me up to 100% disability. 60% of something will get me up to 100% in disability. 40% of something will get me up to 100% in disability. 30% of something won't. But I take that back. 30% or 90% of something will get me up to 100% in disability. So what I'm getting at is a doctor, I asked the doctor, because I haven't worked and I can't work, if they would write a letter to the VA saying I can't work. And they said, no, you can't. No, I won't. I will if you fail your functional capacity exam. A functional capacity exam, I've already had one of those done in 2015 by the VA, a full functional capacity exam, but the doctor no longer works there. My records no longer reflect what I read when I hired a lawyer. I personally feel that a doctor that I have replaced, that I tried to get a different doctor, I personally feel that she changed my records. I ordered a C-file. A C-file is supposed to show you any changes in your records. I have the C-file. I have what is supposed to be a C-file. It's not. In 2003, in December of 2003, I fell off a tractor after filling it up. I fell off this tractor, and when I was coming down off the tractor, my feet got wrapped up in the fuel hose, and I fell on those concrete posts that go around the pumps. It took me an hour to gather myself. I was crying like a little baby. To go pay the bill, I had to get up on the tractor. It took me an hour just to go pay the bill. Then I had to get up on the tractor and drive it to the location where the people that I was there saw how much pain I was in. So I left and I went to the VA for the very first time, and they weren't even going to see me because the VA goes by your previous year's income. Previous year income, I was in the military and I was making all kinds of money, but now I was living family of 5 with a house payment, living on $1,270 retirement check per month. Wasn't cutting it. And so, anyway, I'm trying to get this functional capacity exam done. I was scheduled for it back in September. My blood pressure was too high, and I'm trying to get it under control. They keep calling me every couple of weeks. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? No, my blood pressure is too high. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Give me a thumbs up. May God bless. I almost forgot the most important part of this video and why I came to this lawyers section. You got step 2 where you answer all these questions. And then step 3, it says, are your service-connected disabilities affecting your ability to work full-time? You answer yes or no. And when you answer yes, based on this information you provided, if you're not working, you could be receiving 100% VA disability through unemployability. Did you hear me? Through unemployability, it may be entitled to additional benefits. This is what I've been trying to get since 2016 when I hired a lawyer. Due to my back, if I go out and do the most simplest task, I hurt. You know, I've been picking up pecans because it gives me something to do. I hurt. After an hour, I am done. I can't pick up any more pecans. If I sweep my floor, if I vacuum, if I clean my house, I hurt. I'm done. I wouldn't hire me. I'd fire my butt. And so there's 2 types of VA disabilities. Currently, I'm 90%. I'm capable of working if I could work. I could be 100% disabled and still be able to maintain a job. And then there's unemployability, meaning you cannot work. Your body is too worn out for you to work. That's me. I am unemployability. But the VA doctors will not put into your records that you are unable to work. My family, my friends have written letters and they've been notarized and gave to my lawyers, and they were supposed to give to the VA. Whether they did or not, I have no idea. That they state in those letters that they witnessed me break down in tears because I couldn't do something. Anyway, this is the reason I brought you to this government lawyers lawyers webpage, Hill and Ponton, and I will put it in this video. And I'm just going to show you what the government's calculator looks like. And I'll put this in the description of the video too. You have to start adding your stuff up. 30% right wrist. 20% left wrist. Add rating. 20% left shoulder. Add rating. 20% back. Add rating. And I would have to keep on hitting that calculate every time I did this stuff. 10%. right elbow. I'll go ahead and hit calculate, see what it takes me to. 70%. Add rating. 10%. Ears. Calculate. Still the same. Add rating. 20%. Left knees. Calculate. 80%. Add rating. 20%. Right knees. Add rating. I messed up again, or I think I'm skipping something. Because it shows me at 80% and I'm at 90%. Anyway, y'all see what I'm getting at. So, and then gives you all the stuff. You can read it. I'm not going to read it to you. Step 3, get more information. If you have more than 2 disabilities, anyway, you'll have to read it. It's very confusing. That's why I like using that lawyer's calculator. And I will leave a link to both of these in the description of this video.